3406.
Hi all and welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm just trying to see what's going on inside the Tidradio TD-H9. I have already made the presentation. I know that some of you that pre-ordered it, you have it in your hands at the moment, and I know that there are some problems, but I am not going to talk about them at the moment. I hope that Tidradio will fix them, and I know that they are working on the firmware, but okay, there are still some problems. This is not a video about explaining those problems at the moment, but I just wanted to see what's inside the radio. So as I showed in my previous video, I received a package with two units. This is the unit that I made in the presentation, and this is the second one. I decided to open the second one to see what's going on, and okay, obviously you will need the Torx screwdriver, a pretty small Torx screwdriver. You have to remove the two rings from the antenna SMA and the power on button. Obviously, I'm sure that you know them if you have ever opened a radio. There are those rings here. So you just have to unscrew them off before opening it. You can remove the rubber here, although it's not necessary. It has a very small screw, a flat screw on the side, which you can use it to remove it. And of course the battery latch will go off as you open the radio, and you need a small Torx screwdriver for those four screws, two here and two over here on the top, which they also hold this back cover on the radio, so this comes right off. Now, after that, it's pretty easy. The radio almost comes off by itself. It's not held somewhere else. So you just grab it here and it comes out, as you can see. And before complaining anymore to Tidradio about the H9, I have to give them a big kudos about the design that I see so far. I won't comment on the quality of the radio or how it performs, but the first thing that I noticed and I really liked it was the speaker, and actually the connection to the speaker. So as you can see, there are no cables. A pretty smart move from Tidradio. The usual problem that we have opening up radios is that there are two cables going to the speaker, and when you reach this point of opening, they start either pulling back or you're cutting them off by mistake. So you have to solder them back. But look at this smart design. It has two springs here that connect to the speaker when the radio is put inside. So it's extremely easy to take this apart. I have to say this again, kudos to the designer of this radio, excellent thinking here. So we have the cell of the radio with the speaker. We can put this aside, and let me zoom here a bit. I don't know if you can see it clearly. Here we have H9 Plus version 1, and it has also something like a date, 25/09/13, I guess September of 25. Here are the two springs that I told you. We have the screen. There are two smaller springs down here on the bottom. They connect to something else, which I'm not at the moment sure what it is down here inside the radio. You can see it over here. I'll check later what this is, maybe. We have the side, where are the PTT buttons and the two buttons under it. And this is the back, the body of the radio, the Kenwood plug. Okay, I'll try to unscrew the screen to see what's going on back there. And up here we have the GPS antenna. This is what I wanted to reach, to say the truth. So this is the GPS antenna, a ceramic active antenna, ceramic patch. Let me show you here. It says HD12 128V10. Okay, it's a really small ceramic patch antenna for the GPS. And let's see if I can get the screen off to see what's underneath without damaging it, obviously. Okay, the screen is off. Let's see here. It's held by those plastic things on the board. You have to be really careful when taking it off not to damage the cables, obviously. And here is the antenna of the GPS, the ceramic patch that goes on the board here. So I guess the GPS main processing unit is back here. Maybe it's integrated on the PCB, I don't know. And we have a lot of screws to get off if we want to get back there. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws from what I can see. Let's give it a try. Oh, there are some other screws up here that I didn't see. And I can't screw them. Well, it seems that I can't go any further. Yeah. It seems that I can't go any further because there are 2 screws here on the SMA of the antenna, and I can't seem to be able to open them. I'm about to damage them. I mean, you can see that I already nicked one of them. So I don't want to force them anymore, unfortunately. I can see that this thing is moving a little bit, but obviously there is this part here that holds the rest of the radio over there, so I'm not going to force it at the moment. So I'll just stop it for now, and if there is anything new, I'll continue this video.